everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Grab your coffee, huh? Maybe a snack, and let's get into it. So what we're going to be talking about today is what everyone in the community is seeing, experiencing, finding, okay? And this is daily lives, daily everything, you know what I mean? So, these are emails, these are pictures, these are, whatever you guys are experiencing. And I encourage you all, whatever you're seeing, experiencing, even daily life, send it in. Okay. Because if it's important to you, then it's important to me. All right. So this first email comes in from a community member. And she said, I live in a southern state on the Mississippi Delta. We are a midnight blue county in a very red state. I have a close family member who has worked with the election commission here for years, and the minority party must run the elections here. And for many years, there has been a battle with the Democrats to get anything done. We have far too many poll sites, which each site must have at least 3 workers, even the sites that only have 5 voters. So the 5 voter sites could never be closed, combined with the neighboring site that has 10 voters and is only 2 blocks away. And the Democrats always blocked it and said it would disenfranchise the black voter. Why? That's my question. Never mind that the county bled money on each election. Closing and combining poll sites is coming back for a vote tomorrow. And she said, family member was approached by a very vocal Democrat who would be voting. He cringed as she approached, thinking there would be a war of words again. He told me that she told him to do what he needed to do. Just let her know, and he would have her full support. Oh, and she is changing party because the blacks are done with being used by the Democrats. Right on. I'm so glad that they're finally, wanting to stand up for what they believe in. Because I do know that, one of my very best friends, she's black, and she said that she's been voting Democrat for years because her mother and father both voted Democrat, and so did her grandparents. So she just followed what they did. She was like, never mind on what she actually believed in. She just followed what her parents and grandparents did. Yeah. And she's from originally Louisiana, and she's law enforcement here in Florida. So, and now that she sees, because this, just came out of her mouth just the other day when she came over for coffee the other day, she said, but now that she sees everything that, not only that I have shown her, but that she has seen on her own, she switched. Yeah, she did. So, she said that, going back to the email, she said that the Black Utopia, I didn't realize there was such a thing, they had been promised was worse than anything she had ever experienced, and that the blacks are pissed and changing party. He told her that if she would have just stayed home and not showed up to vote, it would be a big help. Excuse me? And she said she would be there to vote. She said she didn't care anymore and wasn't going to hide. If this is going to go on behind the scenes here, what's going on in the big cities? My Lord. So someone in the political party is telling women to stay home and not to show up and vote? Oh my Lord. Absolutely not. Ladies, get out there and you vote. To my community members who are Black, African American, or however you would like to be referred to as, stand up and vote. Okay? Let your voices be heard. My Lord. Now, here is a screenshot that I'm going to put up for you. And this comes from a community member. She said, my town is overrun. And law enforcement posted this to Facebook this morning. This is why I'm scared to leave the house. Small town, West Tennessee. And it reads, attention ladies, it's fall. It's starting to get dark earlier. Make sure you fill up your gas tank before sunset. Keep an extra charger with you at all times. Signing up for AAA is a great idea. I do know that a lot of cell phone companies have their own version of AAA. So if you can get that on your plan, because sometimes that's cheaper than AAA, see if you can get that, okay? Sometimes even your car insurance has their version of AAA. So let's see if we can get that put on our insurance, okay? Check your tires and your oil. No ATM runs in the evenings. Park in well-lit areas. Only unlock your doors if you are immediately getting out of your car. Pay attention to your surroundings. Heads up, phones down, stay safe. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your head on a swivel. Men, this is for you too, okay? You are just as vulnerable as us ladies are. All right, here you go. Now this, I'm going to put the screenshot in for you, but it's going to be small and hard for you to read. But I will read it to you, okay? And it says, get paid up to $500 to be a displaced civilian role player for Human Domain during a National Guard New York training event at Fort Drum, New York, September 13th, 2022. Excuse me? For what? For what? What's going to be playing out? That's my question. So exercises are 1 to 4 days in length and may include weekdays, weekends. The CPRN Enhanced Response Force Package is a collaborative response including civilian and National Guard responders. This team is responsible for countering the effects of chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, and high-yield explosives as well as nuclear disasters. What will the casualty role players do? Oh my Lanta. Okay, the actors will assist in providing realistic training aimed at purposefully strengthening security and resilience through systematic preparation for threats that pose the greatest risk to the security of the nation. Emergency responders will exercise search and rescue, medical trauma treatment, and first aid application to expand and strengthen communication, coordination, and integration. As such, CRPs will be moulage, application of injury makeup, and fake blood to portray various physical and emotional injuries and conditions before going through simulated medical triage and decontamination processes multiple times during the exercise. Then there's this one. Human Domain is hiring casualty role players to participate in military train exercises for September 12th, 2022 at Fort Indiantown Gap, Pennsylvania, supporting the National Guard, New York. Work for hds.com/apply. General skilled role player participates in military training exercises that simulate real-world situation and patterns of life in an operational environmental. Role-playing requirements include various scripted and unscripted roles of civilians on the battlefield known as non-combatants. NCs perform roles including but not limited to bystanders, casualties, shopkeepers, family members, villagers, etc. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. And here's something out of Switzerland. Do you realize that right now in Switzerland you can be thrown in prison for 3 years for merely having your house over 19 degrees Celsius, even if you heated it with wood? Why? You can also go to jail apparently for boiling water. That's right. It is being reported that no water can be heated over 60 degrees Celsius without violating the law. So, how then are people supposed to cook when the whole idea of Swiss hot chocolate is now Swiss lukewarm chocolate? This is insanity. No kidding. And before I go, this community member wrote in and she said, I went to Dollar General yesterday evening. Half of the soda section was gone and there was handwritten signs all over the store saying the price at the register is correct. Sign attached. Okay. And the sign says, we are currently in the process of doing price changes. The prices that ring at the registers are correct. Sorry for any inconvenience this may cause. Thanks, management. So I'm guessing that the prices that are on the shelves are much lower than what they're actually ringing up, and you just have to deal. Oh my God. All right, guys, here's the picture. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.